Hello everyone, today's video idea was suggested by this viewer. Hope you like my take on the prompt. I think it turned out super funny. Here we go.
The following events take place in real time. Think about it like a scene in a play. The Saja Boys are at a dance practice for their upcoming comeback, but Abby and baby Aaron, very participative, for the 5th time get up from the floor. We only have 30 minutes left to practice the choreo. Exasperated faces that pay too much for the time at the studio for them to be laying around like this. Don't wanna absolutely shameless face as he lays content on the ground. Yeah, don't wanna same face. Guys, come on, I know you're tired, but this is what we signed up for. I should have thought twice before saying I wanted to continue being an idol after we turned back into human beings. Yeah, oh come on, you guys love the attention and performing, rolling his eyes at their tantrum cause he knows they need their fans' adoration to breathe. True that, but today we just want to chill. Every day you just want to chill. Very annoyed and tired face that is nearing his breaking point. Unbothered shrugs. That's it. We're red-abitting as a sub in it. Mystery Romance and me will be called 3 Basco and be even better than Saja Boys. I'll be the main rapper and vocal faces of an absolute madman who has lost it completely. Smile that knows that Jinu can't rap even if his life depended on it. Mystery care to help. Smiles to his other bandmate cause Jinu is not being logical or sane right now. Takes another sip from his juice box as he has silently been doing all this time. What do you guys want? Oh, Mystery, no, we don't negotiate with brats. I guess we don't practice then. Face that knows exactly which cards to play and which buttons to push. Face whose buttons have been pushed. Fine, only this time. What do you want? Abby and baby stare at each other with an evil smirk, for this had been their plot all along. In unison they say, a prank. Faces that are considering dedicating himself to acting just so he doesn't even have to cross paths with these two again. All this for a prank? Think of it as a bonding experience. Shameless grins. Fine, I suppose we're pranking Huntrix? Annoyed face cause it's their favorite hobby. You know us so well. What's the prank? Face that just wants to move things along. Finish practice, get home and eat ice cream. It's harmless really. We'll just tell them that we're doing a fan sin and that the fans are super sad cause they're not there. That's it? Yup. Okay, let's practice the last 25 minutes we have left and we'll do that after. Come on Abby, let's dance and sing. Suddenly very compliant grins. I suddenly feel very energetic. And so they practiced and later told the supposedly harmless prank to Huntrix. What Jinu Romance and Mystery didn't know was that baby and Abby sent them a fake address for the fake fansim, which led to an empty parking lot 2 hours away. Given their devotion to their fans, even though it was their spa day at the bathhouse, the girls got ready and went to surprise the fans. Standing in the middle of the deserted parking lot where there is so much silence you could actually hear a pin drop. They pranked us, didn't they? Unsurprised but still annoyed face. Mystery pranked me? Hurt and disillusioned faces. They messed with spa bathhouse day. I want heads rolling extremely enraged faces one should stay away from. That might be too much, but they do need to pay. They lied about the fans. They crossed a lie. Equally furious days. And spa bathhouse day suffering faces cause she had been looking forward to this all week and now they won't be able to have another one for like another month. Let's hit them where it hurts. Their egos wrathful faces that are even scarier than AnimeiRid's. Wow Zoe, I've never seen you so unpeaceful. Impressed face cause usually when she's angry just a bit pissed off, but right now she's like a revenge seeking bursting volcano. What are you suggesting? We will pretend nothing happened and ignore them for all of tomorrow. We have a joint practice, right? Well, they won't exist for a day. Infuriated faces that have let go of any affection she had for the Saja Boys because they messed with two of the things she loves most in this world. Smile that is grateful. Zoe usually chooses love and peace and not wrath because she now realizes could actually be a threat to the country if she did. Okay, let's do it. Evil faces as they look forward to their vengeance. And so the next day, hi girls, elated grins that are very much looking forward at Huntrix's pissed off faces today. How was yesterday? Yeah, the fans at the fan sign were so excited. I heard they were parked in line 4 hours. Extremely amused faces that think his pun is hilarious. Confused faces cause what's with the phrasing. Takes a sip of his juice without really listening to the conversation. Huntrix don't even acknowledge their existence as they start to get ready for dance practice. Hello? Still smiling but is very bothered by their lack of reply. Yo girls equally bothered face. ... Rumi, you okay? Concerned face because she's acting weird and hasn't even looked at him since he arrived. I think we should change the dance steps in this part of the choreo shows apart to the other girls on the phone completely ignoring the boys. Oh, so instead of doing this we step like this and then spin? Yeah, I like that. Smiles as she usually does when interacting with just the girls at practice. Rumi, bothered face cause why is she acting like this? Are they ignoring us? They wouldn't. They're too nice for that very confident face that believes that they can prank them however many times they want without repercussions. Huntrix keep on discussing the changes to the dance. Hey, that's not nice. Angry face that can't take being ignored like this because indeed as Zoe said his ego is too great. Are they doing this because of yesterday's prank? Isn't it too much? Thinks about it for a second. Don't worry, we still have our most powerful weapon. Mystery I Choose You pushes the long fringe lilac haired boy into the middle of the room where the girls are. Go talk to your girlfriend, points to Zoe as if commanding a Pokemon. Isn't very happy about the shove but still smiles cause he's close to Zoe now. Hi. Zoe smiles at her. She doesn't even look at him. ... Zoe? Not a glance. Zoe suddenly sad face as she doesn't give him the time of day and usually by now she'd be giggling around him. Suddenly turns to look at Abby and Baby with a murderous aura that can be sensed even without being able to see his glaring eyes. Wait, Mystery Abby can fix this. Faces that just saw his very short new life as a human flash before his eyes and offered Abby as a tribute instinctively. Me? Redirections his intensified glare to Abby. Yes, I can fix it. You just sit tight. Faces that have no idea how they are going to solve this but knows his life now depends on this. Sits angrily with his arms crossed in a chair by the wall. He took that literally. Let me try something. Hey. Rumi approaches his girlfriend and waves at her casually. Suddenly gives her his version of Flynn Rider's smolder that has made fans actually faint. Nothing. Astonished faces cause in the past she's either blushed silently or at least laughed at how ridiculous she thought he was without fail. Abby and Baby fix this or you will wish you were still in Guimar's realm. Glares at them fiercely and then goes to sit with his arms crossed next to Mystery. Cry silently as the angry boys in chairs accumulate and they fear for their well-being. Abby and Baby start to try anything at their disposal to get their attention. They try weird raps. Yo, I feel so safe like a Tamagotchi chicken. You take care of me. Yo, you got me so smitten. I wanna break out from my egg. Just to tell you that I think that girl you're a 10. Nothing. They try to dance some silly dances. Look, I'm a snake on dullets on the floor. I'm a lobster claws at empty air. I'm a T-Rex dances with his hands close to his chest like a T-Rex. You're cringe. That's what you are. Face of a tired romance that is now also sitting next to Jinu and Mystery watching this display with his arms crossed and judging them immensely. Nothing. They try to tell funny dad jokes. Hey Abby, do you know how many tickles it takes to make an octopus laugh? I don't know baby. How many? 10 tickles. Ha 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 ha, that's so funny. Ha ha ha, right? Like there's no way you wouldn't feel like laughing, right? Looks at the girls who have been practicing their dance all this time repeatedly in the hopes that they'll at least smile. Nothing. The menacing glares from the boys in the seating section are stronger than ever by now. It was nice knowing you baby. Teary smile that has accepted its fate. You were okay I guess. I could have done better. Suddenly the girls stop practicing the choreo. I think it still needs a few changes but it's getting better. Very happy face as she showcases her talents as an actress by still pretending the boys aren't there. I wonder where the Saja Boys are. They are usually not this late. Pretend thoughtful face that knows she's driving them mad. Do you think something happened to them? All the Saja Boys start looking at each other questioningly. Well, Mystery just turns his head at them. Who knows if he's looking? For all we know he could have his eyes closed at all times. I don't know and I don't care. Signature annoyed mirror face that actually wants to burst out laughing at how they are reacting but will remain in character no matter what. They weren't at the fan sign yesterday either. Yeah, all the fans kept asking about them but they never showed up on point. Pretend saddened face as they try to confuse them even more. Good think we were there to cheer them up. I don't think they like Saja Boys anymore after they bailed on them like that. What fansin? The fansin was fake. Looks at them questioningly even though they still don't look at him. Yeah, we sent you to an empty parking lot. Confused face that can't help blurt it out cause he's worried about the whole losing fans to them thing. You what? Abby and baby share a look, and knowing there's no going back, they decide to confess. We might have texted Huntrix separately with a location to the fake sign from yesterday's prank, and the location might have been an empty parking lot 2 hours away. Smiles cutely in an attempt to be let go easy by Jinu, but knows it probably won't have any effect. ... Rumi, I had nothing to do with that. I only agreed to telling you about the fake fansin because they wouldn't practice otherwise. I am not involved in the parking lot thing. Please talk to me. Desperate faces that just now understand why they are so mad and regrets underestimating the extent of the maliciousness of these two. I am also not involved. Raises his hand still angrily. Let's try that again with the new dance moves. Girl can't help but grin at how desperate they are, but must stay in character. I'll set up the camera to record it so we can review it later. Let's go. They dance flawlessly while the Saja Boys surround them, trying to get them to talk to them. Then they review the dance video. That was a pretty cool Korean not gonna like impressed face that forgot about his situation mid-dance. Focus Abby, our lives depend on this. Right. Hey, wait a minute. Romance looks over the girl's shoulders at the dance practice video. We were not in the video. How is that possible? We were right behind them. Shocked faces cause they are dancing exactly as they just did in the video with the new changes they just discussed, but they are nowhere to be seen. You're right, looking at the video while the girls still ignore him and thinking that maybe they are not ignoring them but rather can't even see or hear them in the first place. ... Are we invisible? But I can see myself and you guys in the mirror. Maybe that's because we're all invisible. What? I can't be invisible. The fans need to see me to love me. The need to love me. Suddenly very concerned faces whose ego very readily accepted that it is more possible that he is invisible than the fact that he can willingly be ignored. I'm too hot to be invisible. Zoe can't see me. Sad face that also prefers to believe that rather than thinking she's purposefully ignoring him. Wait, maybe it's a hoax. Maybe they pre-recorded it to trick us. ... Are you insane? Faces that don't even consider that they might have prepared all of this in advance just to mess with them, and honestly also chooses to believe he's invisible over Rumi ignoring him. He was not insane. The girls had indeed pre-recorded the dance in that room with the changes they discussed. They had gotten to the practice room 2 hours early and planned everything they would talk about and recorded it. This had been their plan all along. Well, I guess we'll practice one last time and leave grinning faces that are loving how crazy they're going. Yeah, too bad Jinu couldn't be here. I wanted to talk about some changes to our new collab song. Upset face that deserves an Oscar. I hope nothing happened to them. Knowing them, they're probably going through some weird side effects from becoming human. Maybe they turned into chairs. Shrugs indifferently as she plants the idea in their minds. Oh my gosh, is that what this is? What, like when baby turned into a baby and Abby turned into don't even say it? Angry faces that don't ever want to recall that day again. But that's usually a reaction to something. What did we all do to be invisible? We were mean. That harmless prank? Come on. Maybe being mean like that erases us. What do we do now? Desperate faces that are totally buying this invisible side effect thing, but if they only stop to think for a moment could actually prove it wrong by going outside and just interacting with someone, but oh well, they're in too deep now. We beg. Abby gets down on his knees in front of Huntrix, who have just now finished their last dance and are packing up to leave. We are so sorry. I am too gorgeous to be unseen and unheard. Please forgive us. They can't hear you. It doesn't matter, apologize and maybe tomorrow we will be seen again. Actually, crying faces. Okay, crying faces that are so far gone that he actually is obeying Abby. And so all 5 Saja Boys got on their knees to beg for forgiveness. Be it because they needed to be seen by their fans, by their girlfriends, or because they need to be able to interact with people to order the 30 ice cream flavors. Huntrix just ignored them and left. Do you think it worked? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's go home. That night in Huntrix's flat. That was so much fun. Did you see their faces? Super ecstatic faces at how well they all acted. When Mystery said hi was hard, but my anger got me through it. Victorious grin. Should we debut as actresses? Seriously considering it. Anyway, we made them pay. Now they all think again after messing with us like that. Very proud smiles. Should we tell them it was all a prank tomorrow? They all look at each other for a few seconds and burst out laughing. No way. Never. And this is what happens when you mess with the Huntrix fans. And their spa bathhouse day. Huntrix girls to the world. The Saja Boys had a very rough night in which mostly they didn't sleep, wondering if they'd ever be seen again. The next day they cried when they went to Huntrix's flat and didn't ignore them. One would have thought they wouldn't have pranked them ever again. But Abby and Baby sometimes can't help themselves. The end.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.